Where's my NASCAR Illustrated?
You want your NASCAR Illustrated? Right here, baby. June issue, not yet on newsstands, but special sneak preview. You saw it here first.
I got to tell you, what I love back here is this feature, The Significant Others.
Yeah.
And right in the middle, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Classic.
He's significant, and another.
Yeah, and a driver too.
That's Tom. I'm Steven. It's our race preview talking Darlington, one of the most storied tracks on the circuit, one of the most unique tracks on the circuit. There is no place like Darlington other than Darlington.
I agree, and it reminds me in a certain way of the old Boston Garden for hockey, where, you know, that rink was a little bit smaller than your average rink.
You relate everything back to hockey, don't you?
And it was kind of too small for the size and speed of the game, the size of the athletes and the speed of the game. That's what Darlington's like. It's a little too small, even though it's a mile long, for as fast as these cars get around there. So it takes a special kind of driver to handle this racetrack.
Long.
Yeah, it's over a mile long.
It's a mile and a third.
Yeah, it's over a mile long. And I mean, it's so you'd think, well, that's the super speedway. That should be, you should be good there, but it's just
so
very narrow.
It's really narrow.
It's very narrow.
Egg-shaped, so the two ends of the racetrack are not symmetrical, which means you got to kind of compromise on your setup a little bit, and you got to run into those corners differently on both ends of the racetrack.
And you know, you've got to race the track. That's the cliche here, but I think it's true. You have to run your race at this racetrack. You can't get too caught up in what your fellow competitor is doing. It takes a very savvy individual, a patient individual to run well here. Just think of your kind of classic smart race car drivers, the guys that are calculating out there, the guys that are patient, and I think you'll find a lot of those drivers do well here.
And we're going to talk specifically about who those drivers are in just a minute with our special guest right after this. I promised we'd be back, and we're back. We're back with Jaclyn. You guys are throwing us off. We thought it was Kim's week, and then we get Jaclyn.
It's called a curveball.
We're not complaining.
Oh, no.
We're not complaining.
Not at all.
Here to talk the Lady in Black and drivers to look out for. But let's go over the standings.
We have to?
We have to. Now, look. Brooke picked Junior at Talladega last week. Not a bad pick, even though, you know, he didn't. You guys actually came in second.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He came in last because he picked Tony Stewart.
It's Talladega. It's a crapshoot. What do you want?
I came in first for the second week in a row. It's just saying. I'm not bragging. It's just what's on the page because I picked Keselowski. So now the points are 14, 13, 12.
I feel like I have a really strong pick this week, and I'm going to redeem the Miss Sprint Cup.
Team Miss
Kind of like
Sprint
a
Cup.
coupon?
Yeah.
And you all should be in black
Something
this
like
week.
that.
For the Lady
Maybe,
in Black.
yeah.
Just saying.
Let's do our picks.
Okay,
Are you going to let me go first?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for moving us along.
Okay, so...
You know, these are way too long anyway.
No, I know.
Go.
My pick, I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
Because 7 is the number, all right?
Okay.
Jeff Gordon has 7 wins
He does.
at the Lady in Black. Plus, it's his 700th career start in the Sprint Cup Series this weekend.
Yeah.
Wow, did you go to Kate Kaiser's College of Musical Knowledge? That was amazing.
You know, Bobby Labonte had his 700th start last weekend, and I was hoping, because he was able to lead a lap for the first time in many, many seasons.
Eons.
And I thought, how cool would it be if he got a win on his 700th start?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping
For
Jeff
Jeff.
Gordon.
Well, and you know what's cool is Jeff Gordon is currently just outside of the chase eligible position. He's in 14.
He's just a little bit outside.
But, you know, a win at Darlington, you think, might get him back in?
Might throw him back in the top 10.
Might throw him right back in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You want
Who's
to go
going
next
next?
since you're behind me?
He had
dear.
to throw that in, right?
He did, but it's okay. Don't worry, I'll pass him. I just,
Okay.
you know, I'm just toying with him
Well,
right
you're
now.
going to pick Jimmy Johnson. Go
No,
ahead.
you know, Jimmy's a good pick. Biffle's a good pick. Denny's obviously a good pick. Look, I like Casey Kane. Casey Kane has started here on the pole, I think 4 or 5 times.
One in the trucks last year.
He's got 2 straight
before.
top 10s here. I think
Yeah.
this is his time to win at Darlington. So, Casey, I've picked you before. You know I'm a big believer in your talent. Now's the time to pick me up and go ahead and go to victory lane, because I do get bonus points if he does actually win the race, correct?
You know, strong pick there.
Thank
Give
you.
me a
Fist bump.
I thought you were holding a virtual microphone.
No, because Hendrick has the most wins at the Lady in Black with 14.
Yep.
So we're Team Hendrick over here.
He's got a little man crush
about
on
you?
Casey. No. Oh,
It's
what
true.
about
I'm
you?
not going to deny it.
Okay, you know, I'm really intrigued by Denny because he's so good here. He has an awesome finishing average of 5.9, yet it's his first race back after the injury.
That's why I strayed away
We
from
assume
him.
he's going to run a full race, but, you know, I guess you never know. And so I'm torn. Do I go for the Denny Hamlin pick? Or do I take that chance? And I think I'm not going to take that chance. I think I'm going to fall back to a guy who's good here, who has been strong this season and is sort of ready for a win. Martin Truex
I
Jr.
knew it. I toyed with that
That
pick.
was my second pick.
Yeah, me
I
too.
felt that. So
Yeah.
we have that thing going.
You didn't
How bad
feel
do
that
you
it was my second
He's
pick?
come so close. Second place finishes, and you can just see it in the post-race interview.
Yeah. No, he's ready. It's his. I think
He's run well here in the past.
he has run well here in the past. He's very strong at Darlington, and he's got enough experience to know how to deal with this track. So I'm going to go with Martin Truex Jr.
I like it.
Leave Denny on the table.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Denny may make you regret that. Because the thing I like about Denny Hamlin here, it takes a very patient driver. And you think about the tracks Denny is good at.
Yeah.
Pocono, Martinsville, Richmond, these kind of flatter tracks where you can overdrive the race car. He just doesn't do that. He knows how to handle a situation where you got to be patient. But apparently none of us believe in him anyway.
Not this week. Maybe next week.
Maybe next week.
For Tom and Jaclyn, I'm Steven. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody.